Hey, December 18th.
I'm still taking Bron. I'm still taking Bron for this year. Now we talk about future franchise.
So you telling me LeBron declining?
Hell yeah, LeBron 34, 33. He declined.
Has he declined in his game? Is his numbers falling off?
Or is he just coasting?
Is his numbers falling off?
He's declining, bro. You not gonna.
So he's Tom Brady right now.
If you got the number one pick in the draft right now, you're not taking LeBron over Giannis.
I'm taking him. I'm taking him.
Things that LeBron has ever done in his career. He's gotten better at shooting. And right now, he still shoots better than Giannis, and he shoots better than Westbrook. I mean, he shoots the ball from down there 30. So I mean, I'm not the biggest. Hey, Hawk though, I'm not.
But he doesn't put that fear in people like Giannis does. Giannis is
Giannis jump shot ain't scaring nobody. Giannis jump shot ain't scaring nobody.
And okay, I respect that. I respect that.
So if he doesn't have a jump shot and he's not a facilitator, how is he better than LeBron?
When has LeBron's jump shot ever scared anybody? Come on, man. I mean, you want to come on, man. I mean, be real. You say you looked up a jump shot.
Can you pull up the his 3-point shooting range for the past 2 years?
You said jump shot. We not talking about 3 point. You said jump shot. You said jump shot. You said jump shot.
I mean, how often does Giannis take jump shots?
Yeah, how often does he take jumpers?
He gets to the basket. LeBron is not a jump shooter. Come on, man.
LeBron.
He shows shooting a lot of them hoes this year.
LeBron can get to the rack like anybody else can get to the rack. He can get to the rack whenever he wants to.
Hey, it amazes me.
It's not like everybody else. LeBron's different. He's 6'9", 250.
Hey, JaVale, can I ask you a question just to see what the energy is like? Donovan Mitchell or Ben Simmons, who would you take right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, he fell off. He fell off from what he did last year.
All right, so if he was going off last year, who would you have taken? Who would you have taken at the end of last year?
At the end of last year, I would have took Donovan Mitchell.
And why is that?
Just because it depends on the team.
I got you right. You done messed up, right? Right?
No, because it depends.
Because I know why you taking Donovan. I know why you taking Donovan though. Because you're gonna say what they were saying. No. Because he can shoot. Because he can shoot, right?
Right, and right. That was he was a scorer. He was more of a scorer.
He can shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to.
You rather have a guy that just can score over somebody who gets triple doubles?
No, I'm not saying that.
You rather have a guy who's just good at one thing instead of getting a guy who's good at multiple things?
Yes. No, I'm a Wizards fan, and I think Bradley Beal is a better NBA player right now.
Oh hell no! How we get to the Wizards?
I'm as an overall player, Bradley Beal is better than John Wall right now today.
I don't care nothing about your Wizards, man.
I'm just asking you a question, bro.
All right, man. I like John Wall better than Beal, though. I like John Wall better than Beal. I'm not a huge Bradley Beal fan. Man. I'm not. I'm sorry.
I tell you what.
I'm sorry, bro.
I tell you what. Let John Wall go and see how hard it is and see what y'all do.
Hey.
He gonna talk about last year.
Let John Wall go and see what you do.
Listen. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you right now.
You always are.
The trade. I know. I'm a fan.
You always honest, bro.
I was happy with that shit because for real, I saw my UVA boys, and I'm gonna go back to my UVA boys. I saw us play Wisconsin 2 years in a row. Decker is a baller. Hey, Sam Decker is a baller. Like he's legit. Hey, y'all laugh. Sam Decker is a baller. I know.
I ain't heard his name since draft night.
Are you serious? He just dropped over 30 against LeBron in the Lakers.
One game.
But he's
one game. He been in the league. He's been in the league up to 4 years now. He finally had a good game. Well, congratulations.
Hey, he's better than Austin.
Congratulations.
He's better than Austin. We traded.
So glad you came.
Yeah, one good game. Nah, he's a baller.
He's a baller. Hey, JaVale, hey man, I need you to negotiate for me, boy, because I know you got great, you got a great pitch, man. Like the energy and the way you put things together.
This is my last time talking about Washington, but I just want to ask you a question. Can Washington beat Toronto? Can Washington beat Boston? And can Washington beat the Bucks?
Can they beat Indiana?
7-game series.
Man, they like
Indiana.
Hey man,
they beat Philly?
They ain't even in the top 8 right now. They can't beat none of them teams. Little boys. What they rank right now, little boys? Let me see what they standings is. Little boys over there in DC. What them little boys doing in DC? What they doing, JaVale? What the little boys doing, JaVale? They done me. Hold on. Time out, Darian. I don't mean to cut you off, bro. You get it right back. The Wizards are number 11 behind the Nets. They 12-18, and we come on, dog. Go ahead, Darian. No, go ahead.
Okay, so
no, it's Darian. No, we gotta let Darian finish.
Okay,
I was rude.
Sorry,
I cut Darian off. Let Darian go.
All
right, thank you. Go ahead, Darian. My fault.
No, I don't want to talk about it. You already said what you need to say. You said number 11, right? Okay, so what else is there to talk about? I'm sorry, like
nothing. They ain't enough to talk about. They ain't gonna make the.
Yep.
However, when you look at the Western Conference and the first month and a half of the season, the Clippers were the best team in the West, and they are in the playoffs right now. The NBA season is too long.
The Clippers still in the playoffs right now.
We talking about we talking about the Wizards though. Like I mean, for real. They ain't on nobody's radar.
Why you deflecting, man? Why you deflecting?
Because the East is much worse than the West. If anybody thinks the Wizards not gonna be a 4 or 5 seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs, y'all don't know basketball.
Get him, Roger Mayweather. Get him, Roger Mayweather.
They're gonna make the playoffs.
Who is?
I mean, it's not even. I mean, the Wizards are gonna make the playoffs.
Hold on. I'm gonna make sure we stamping this one. I'm gonna make sure I put this in the vault, and it's gonna be a sound bite. I'm cutting it up tonight. The Wizards will make the playoffs. It's December 18th. JaVale at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Hey, just like y'all laughed. Y'all just
don't do it.
5 minutes ago when I said about Sam Decker. Hey, Decker is a baller. Decker is good.
Who?
Like there was a reason
he won't get one. He won't get one All-Star vote.
Who?
Why are we talking about him?
Who again?
Oh, come on, bro.
Who?
So now you gotta.
He might be an upgrade from Otto Porter, but I mean, come on.
Who? Sam Decker.
Okay.
He might be an upgrade from Otto Porter, but come on, dog. I mean, for real, we're not gonna talk about Sam Decker.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, one good game.
Got a max
one good game.
So what are you talking about?
So why are we talking about him?
Your point you just made is not valid.
When Trevor Ariza land, he coming off the bench.
He said your point is not valid, though.
Hey, Decker was just traded for Kelly Oubre.
Oh, that's the dude you was bragging about last year.
No, he was.
You was bragging about Kelly Oubre last year.
Trevor Ariza.
You remember that?
Trevor Ariza was just traded for Kelly Oubre.
Oh, come on, man.
No.
Not Sam Decker.
We talking about the Oubre conversation.
Sam Decker.
You remember that too, Darian, right? He was bragging about Oubre.
I remember that.
Yeah. Come on, JaVale. Come on,
last
Cletus.
year, not this year. Come on, I know what I say. I know what
you know what you say.
Hey, look.
Hey, when it comes to my wins, y'all can't talk to me.
Can we move on to team? Can we move on to teams that's relevant?
Well, please, because I don't know how we got here, but we got here.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know.
It is fun.
We talking about teams that ain't irrelevant.
It is fun though. JaVale is classic.
Now you want to talk about teams who are relevant. Now you want.
Yeah, I mean, when y'all talking,
we was talking about LeBron.
You want to get rid of John Wall?
Ooh, yeah.
How you gonna call yourself? How you gonna say you gonna be in the playoffs and you want to get rid of John Wall? You do happen to get in. You ain't going no further than
3 weeks ago.
I don't care. I see that again. Now you making narratives. I didn't say if or what. I said the Wizards will be a playoff team. That's what I said. And that's
man, ain't nobody sold on your Wizards. Ain't nobody sold on your Wizards.
Daddy called him Clay.
I'm not sold on my Wizards. But we are a top 8 team in the Eastern Conference. That's fact.
They only take the top 8. They only take the top 8. We don't worry about the top 10.
I said we're a top 8 team in the Eastern Conference.
The Magic is a top 8 team over the Wizards? How?
Right now.
What's going on?
We still in
JaVale
2018. I'm talking about what's going to happen in March and April of 2019. Are you serious? Yeah, we only played like 30-some games. We still got 50
So Trevor
games.
Ariza is the savior. Somebody who averaged 9 points a game is going to help y'all move up in the ranks in the Eastern Conference.
Trevor Ariza with Bradley Beal and John Wall.
Oh, now he like John
much
Wall.
Better than Trevor Ariza with the fucking Phoenix Suns. Hell yeah! Are you serious? Are you serious? Did you just make that statement?
Trevor Ariza is going to be the savior in the Washington Wizards. I
didn't say he was going to be the savior, but Trevor Ariza.
I mean, you talking about him like he going to be the savior?
But I mean, he was the best. He was the best player on the Wizards. Wall and Bill's first 2 seasons.
Oh, here we go.
It's a reason he's back.
He back.
You said Trevor Ariza was the best player on the team. Wall and Bill first 2 seasons.
Yes. Yes.
His first 2 seasons playing with them.
Yes. Not a question. Not a question.
But they traded him and kept the other 2.
I mean, because they were young, bro. Are you serious? If he was like that, and it wasn't.
So you mean to say? I mean, so let me scratch my head on this one. Now, Wall and Beal are all stars, right?
Yes.
And Trevor Ariza ever been an all-star?
Can I before I answer that, I'm going to say
that's
no.
A yes or no.
I'm going to say no. But you're going to listen to my question though. My rebuttal.
So how is he better?
What's the main difference? What's the main reason that the Houston Rockets are what they were this year, what they were last year? Because Trevor Ariza isn't there. He made that team. He was that glue. He could guard anybody. He could go. No. Listen before you talk.
I'm listening.
Trevor Ariza was the reason that Houston was the number 1 seed in the West last year.
How long do you think D'Antoni's gimmick style is gonna last? Again. It's the same Houston Rockets team that played Melo, right? They played Melo.
Ariza just last year. So at 32 and 33 is not a big difference. Every game last year with the Rockets, Trevor Ariza guarded the opposing team's best offensive player. And he was the most consistent 3-point shooter other than James Harden on the Rockets last year.
Other than Harry Gordon?
That's the fact. That's the fact.
Other than Harry Gordon?
Because he took more shots than Harry Gordon. Harry Gordon had a better percentage, but he took less shots than Ariza.
Who? Aaron Gordon? Gordon is a gunner. That's hard.
Well, he didn't get the minutes that Ariza got.
Ooh, let me look that up right quick.
He didn't get the minutes or the shots.
You talking about a guy who was 6th man of the year and get the minutes? Okay.
I didn't say he didn't get minutes. He didn't get as many as Trevor Ariza.
It's okay to moonwalk, dog. It's all right, man.
And Ariza was starting. He was on the starting 5, not Gordon. Fact. That's fact. That's not opinion. That's not suggestion. That's facts.
So therefore, by y'all getting Trevor Ariza, you should have the same results as the Houston Rockets. Is what you're telling me?
How did I say that? Because I have been.
You made it seem like, you know.
How did I say that?
Hey, Houston fell off because they got rid of this one guy. Now y'all got him, and he was better than John Wall, and he was better than Bradley Beal. So now that y'all got him, you should start instantly moving up the chart.
Houston has fallen off Houston has fallen off because they chose to go with Carmelo.
You pausing between your words now, bro. You're trying to collect your thoughts.
Hey, JaVale, I got some bad news for you, brother. Eric Gordon attempted more threes than Trevor Ariza did and made more last year.
And as far as the starting lineup, bro, I thought it was PJ Tucker and Obaha Mute. I thought they were starting.
And PJ Tucker normally guards a better player on the other team.
So Trevor Ariza was nothing. So what you gonna tell me is Trevor Ariza was nothing on the Rockets last year?
You're nothing.
You're
nothing, Malik.
We never said that, but I mean, you increased the man role, so.
as the games went along, I didn't see Trevor Reeves too much in there after he was missing shots.
90 seconds.
And
I mean, the man's like 34 years old. How good do you think he's about to be on defense?
yeah, he is old, dog. He older than LeBron. Who can he check? LeBron.
He was on the Lakers. He was on the Lakers during those prime years.
He 33.
So,
Got
Who would you
you.
rather have?
Wait, Trevor Reeves.
60 seconds.
We got
Who
you.
would you rather have? Kelly Oubre,
Oh, hell
Austin
no.
Rivers,
Austin Rivers.
or are you serious?
The war boy.
Or give me the or. Who's the or?
Austin Rivers dad didn't want him.
I want the or. I don't want neither one of them. Give me the or.
I would have.
Hey, I got my man from Wisconsin.
Oh, hell no.
He dropped 30. Hold on. Okay.
When he dropped 30?
So
Did he really drop 30? He really dropped 30?
Fuck yeah,
This is a biased conversation.
He really dropped
The
30.
Lakers Sunday night.
He did?
Look it up.
He dropped
Hell yeah.
after Wall dropped
This is a biased
40?
conversation.
He dropped 30
10
plus.
seconds.
That boy from Wisconsin is a baller. Look it up.
Okay, give me another.
No, he
Give me
dropped
another game.
20,
Give me
bro.
another game.
He dropped 20.
Look.
He dropped 20, man.
No,
Give me
I
another
knew
game.
he
Give me
dropped
another
30.
game.
The damn hell would have froze over that man
Hey,
dropped
hey,
30. He dropped 20.
Sam Decker had
20.
30 plus
No,
points,
he had
bro.
20, bro.
Hey, Hawk, can you give me Sam Decker's average?
Oh, hell
Hey,
no.
I got you.
Sam
Hold
Decker,
on.
I'm
I'm not going to give you the average. I'm
Damn.
just going to tell you how it goes. 20, Brooklyn 5, Boston 0, Indiana 2.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cleveland 0, Sacramento 0, Golden State 0.
Oh, yeah,
one good game.
Brooklyn 0.
One good game.
Go ahead.
So one good game. Now he a baller.
So system doesn't matter.
Yeah, it plays a role. It plays a role.
The system doesn't matter.
Plays a role,
Now we're
JaVale.
on the
We're gonna talk about.
Hey, JaVale, boy, we can call you Chris Brown, dog, because you dance real good. You dance real good, Chris Brown. I gotta give it to you, boy. You got moves.
This is getting good.
You got
We're talking about
moves.
Austin Rivers.
What
So
about
we're
he
talking
averaged more than
we're
Sam
talking about
Decker?
We're not talking about Austin Rivers. Man.
Austin Rivers averaged more than Sam Decker.
Right. So the system. So the Wizards couldn't sign Kelly Oubre back because they had Wall, Bill, and the fucking boy from Georgetown. So they couldn't sign him back. Right?
Yeah, well, you tell me y'all don't get nobody in all season then.
No, I'm talking about the max.
If you can't sign Kelly Oubre, who the hell you gonna get?
Yeah.
Because he ain't done nothing since he been in the league.
He's gonna get paid, bro. Come on, man.
About who? Who gonna pay Kelly
that.
Oubre? Who gonna get? He ain't getting a max deal from nobody. He's stealing right now off the rookie deal.
He's not a back deal. He's gonna get paid though more than the Wizards could pay him.
Clarify now.
Hey, did they get a new coach? JaVale? Did they get a new coach?
The Wizards.
Who?
Y'all get a new
Is Scott still there?
Scott Brooks still there.
Scott Brooks still there?
Yeah.
Didn't Wall tell them to fuck you? Ain't that the word? So
Middle
what
finger.
we talking about?
Come on, bro.
We talking about John Wall?
Why you bringing up old news, JaVale? Why you bringing up old news?
No, it's not that. But high profile players can do that.
Oh,
High profile players can do that.
they can disrespect the coach, huh?
Hold on. Before y'all respond. Scott Brooks was with OKC with Harden, Durant. You know what I'm saying? They done the same thing. So they done this.
No.
It's the exact same thing.
Durant.
I'm talking about the way. I'm talking about the way they control their coach. Scott Brooks has been this lame duck ass coach for the past 10 years.
Thank you.
Westbrook, Durant, and James Harden all done the same thing.
All right, Aaron, see you,
that's
bro.
why John Wall and Bradley Beal do the same thing now. It's no different. It's no different. So don't act like just because they're different players and they different personalities. They've done the same thing with Scott Brooks. I think he's a good coach. If he was decent, he would still be in OKC, and they would be the Golden State of the West. Right
He's
now.
offensively limited as a coach.
Okay,
Not
my
offensive coach.
point exactly. But he
Offensively limited as a coach.
He had that talent, though. He had that talent.
You comparing John Wall to 3 MVPs that were on the OKC. That are now 3 MVPs.
That's different. That's MVPs separately. They wouldn't be MVPs together. So that's different.
Well, only one of them was an MVP under Scott Brooks.
And that was Kevin Durant.
Right.
What I'm saying is,
so if Harden that's not a valid point, because if Harden, Durant, and Westbrook were all on the same team, then Westbrook definitely wouldn't have the numbers he has right now. He has the numbers he has as triple doubles over the past 3 seasons because he's been by himself. So you can't compare that. That's not a fair comparison at all.
So that means Harden wouldn't perform at the level he's performing at because he wouldn't be by himself.
Correct, I agree. Yes.
You saw, God damn, boy, I need you to play the lottery for me,
Arizona
man.
State don't even come on TV on this side of they don't even play on TV enough on this side of the country.
When you buy the premium package, you see everything.
Premium package.
You waited the tournament time like everybody else. Come on, dog.
Hey, Dane, what you got to say, dog?
That's not the point I'm getting to. That's not the point I'm getting to. I'm getting to your system-wise, right? They were still able to. I mean, he was a good defensive coach, but you had those outstanding offensive players out in that squad. So it kind of like, and they were all best friends. You know what I'm saying? John Wall don't like your boy Beal. On top of the fact that John Wall is your main ball handler, you need your point guard to push your system. So what I'm trying to say is, you talking about systems for decades. What system do you have with John Wall as the main ball handler, who don't like Scott Brooks, who don't like Beal, and I mean, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Here's my question.
John Wall and Trevor Ariza could clearly be traded to the Lakers before the trade deadline. How about that?
Thank you. That's another point. But here's my other point right here. What has the Washington Wizards done to improve their roster since they've made it to the Eastern Conference semis?
It's not a lot they could have done because of the way the contracts have worked out over the past 7-8 years. That's
what I'm saying. Like, that's why we shouldn't even be. They can't even improve their basketball team. So we shouldn't even be talking about them
at all. They can improve it if they get rid of John Wall. John Wall is the cancer.
But who's going to take on John Wall now that he got a new contract that's going to kick in 2019, and the very last 2 years of that contract, he's due $40 million in each of those last 2 years.
The Lakers, because California has all the money.
They got. I mean, they the only team. Yeah.
You asked me who. I gave you. I'm
just saying. I'm agreeing with you. Yes, the Lakers. But I'm just saying, like, realistically though, you only got one team who can make this deal.
Okay, so that's all we need.
So therefore, what is the Lakers going to be willing to give up that's going to help the Washington Wizards improve their basketball team? You think if you give up Ball and you get Lonzo Ball, that's going to help them?
Yeah, but you give up Ball and you give up Kuzma for Wall.
Yeah, Magic ain't part with Kuzma.
I mean, you will have to give up something for John Wall, regardless of who he goes to.
I don't think LeBron wants him. I think LeBron wants like Damian Lillard or one of these other guys.
So Lillard and John Wall for Are you serious?
What is a better jump?
But who's a better facilitator? Who's gonna get LeBron the ball more?
LeBron is a facilitator.
LeBron trying to play more of a role of being a facilitator.
But LeBron's older now. He can't do that.
LeBron only 33. He only 33. That ain't old.
Only 33.
Yeah, that's not old, bro.
Only 33.
Yeah.
Only 33.
He's not. That's not old.
He's old for everything else.
When is 30? Oh, where's 33 old for everything else? I never said it was old.
And, I mean, the man's still one of the best passers in the game.
So 33 is old now.
And Hawk, no, I'm not even an advocate for LeBron.
Yeah.
They have Rondo on the bench as well, too. They can honestly, if they wanted Damian Lillard to play shooting guard, they can have Dan play shooting guard because they have Rondo and they got LeBron.
I mean, cause let's be realistic. LeBron like guys around him who can shoot the basketball.
Y'all are tripping, yo.
LeBron like guys around him who can shoot the basketball.
Nobody wants
so
Wall.
Bradley Beal is his best option, and when it comes to the Wizards.
Wall. How many chances did Wall have a chance to get to beat Toronto? Was it last year or the year before?
Oh my!
How many chances did he have a chance?
Oh my gracious!
Are you serious?
It's a valid point.
So you mean to tell me like JaVale? Let's be real, JaVale. You mean to tell me that Bradley Beal can be the face of a franchise and lead them to the playoffs?
Yo, Bradley Beal's only 25 years old.
Yes or no?
I asked you how old he was. I didn't ask you how old he was.
He said yes. He said yes.
I asked you. You think he could be the franchise player on the team and lead them to the playoffs as a leader?
Yes. Yo,
Bradley Beal is
I don't go talk about this somewhere.
Bradley Beal is young. Hey, so when we're gonna go about age, Bradley Beal is young. Bradley Beal is probably the youngest superstar, other than a top 2 or 3 rookie of the past 2 years in the NBA.
He ain't better than Devin Booker.
He ain't better than Devin Booker.
He ain't younger than Devin Booker either.
Well, how old is Giannis? How old is Giannis?
Then Giannis 25, 26, 27.
He might be 40 because he come from overseas. So, see, told you, age don't mean nothing.
So you don't think?
And Devin Booker just turned 21.
You don't think Bradley Beal is just as good or better than Devin Booker?
No.
Oh,
no. Hell no.
Come on, man.
No.
Do you see Booker?
Hell no.
Okay, hold on. First of all, okay, I respect that. Laughing. But if Bradley Beal was on the else, are y'all serious?
He had the opportunity last year with the Wizards. Remember last year when John Wall was hurt? He had the opportunity to be Devin Booker.
It wasn't when John Wall was hurt. John Wall has never been out for that point of amount of time.
Huh?
No, man, Devin Booker's been the only person.
Are you
on
sure?
the Suns.
You sure about that?
Really? Yes.
How many games John Wall missed last year?
I'm talking about Devin Booker's been in the league for 3 or 4 years.
I'm just saying.
It ain't like this is
Bradley Beal he had extended period of time.
Bradley Beal was there longer than Devin Booker.
Come on, man.
Hey, John Wall only played 40. John Wall played half the year, so he missed 41 games. So in those 41 games, what did Bradley Beal do?
Y'all tripping.
No, I'm not tripping.
Anybody who says you are.
How?
If Devin Booker is not saying he's not nice.
Yes,
but
you are.
If you want to say that Devin Booker is far and away better than Bradley Beal, that's crazy.
Did I say far and away? I just said he's better.
Period.
I just said period. I just put a period behind it. Better. Period.
Bradley
I didn't
Beal's
say
all-star, right?
Very better.
Bradley Beal's an all-star, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, he is.
He made an all-star team by default because somebody got hurt.
Oh, now it's by default.
He didn't make it out right now. Don't make it seem don't make it seem like he got automatically put in.
Hey, JaVale, if Devin Booker was in the East, if he was in the East also, would he be an all-star?
I believe he would.
Kyle Lowry is an all-star too. Kyle Lowry is an all-star. If Bradley Beal
was on the Phoenix Suns, he would do the same thing as him.
Oh, really? So he can handle. So he can handle the ball and facilitate like Devin Booker. He can run the point like Devin Booker can.
You don't think so?
I know. I mean, has he ever shown he can? Has he ever shown he can?
Well, he hasn't had to.
Wall missed half last year. He missed half the season last year. Wall did.
And that's why Bradley Beal made the All-Star game last year, because John Wall missed half of the year. So don't come to me with that.
Oh, hey dog.
He made it last year because somebody else got hurt.
You do realize Kyrie won't play. Did Kyrie play the All-Star game last year? He might have played.
No, he did not. That's why he got
okay. I thought.
Hey, look up the stat. Look at the stat.
What's that?
Look at the stat.
Who's that?
And tell me.
Who?
Tell me what makes Devin Booker so much better than John Wall. And just feed me back what you see.
Okay. Where you want to start?
Feed me back what you see.
Where you want to start?
Because if anybody gonna say that, because he gets more shots.
Where do you want to start?
Because the Wizards have a better team.
Where do you want to start?
John Wall.
Trevor Ariza over the past 3 seasons. So who else gets shots?
Come on, Chris Brown, stop dancing.
Who else has got?
What's that though, dog?
Up on the Suns.
What's that?
I mean, all around.
What's that you want to compare?
All around. Devin Booker has been the only player on the Suns.
You know what's so amazing though, fam? So you talk about Devin Booker's by itself. So last year, Bradley Beal averaged 18 shots a game. Devin Booker only averaged 19. What's the difference?
And what's the difference?
It's 1 shot more a game.
Because
I got you,
Bradley
right?
Beal had so many more other players who took shots around him.
Bro. Field goal attempts, 18 for Bradley Beal. Field goal attempts for Devin Booker, 19. What's the? I mean, you act like Devin Booker taking all the shots, but Bradley Beal is 1 shot attempt behind him.
Come on,
So what's the shooting percentage?
Come on, man.
Shooting percentage, let's see. Bradley Beal shot 46% from the field last year. Devin Booker shot 44%. Bradley Beal shot 37 from 3, and Devin shot 31 last year from 3. So you got Bradley as the better shoot. Yeah, there you go, a big percentage. Yep. Let's see. Bradley Beal how many threes did he attempt a game?
Reason why I asked that question is, don't you think that since Devin Booker is playing by himself, as JaVale says, isn't he facing far more double teams and his shots are a little bit more difficult than what Bradley Beal is facing playing with John Wall and all these other guys?
What you got to say about that, JaVale?
Double team. I don't feel that.
Boy, Chris Brown is at it again, boy. What you doing now? The moonwalk? Huh?
I mean, because if that was the case, then Houston, Phoenix would have made so many more adjustments. They didn't do anything over the offseason.
Don't you think it's far more difficult for a guy to score by himself than what it is playing with somebody else?
Not in all scenarios, in all cases. No.
Hey,
y'all
man.
laugh. It's not that season. It's not that easy.
Okay.
It's not that easy,
not
man.
Easy.
Y'all can laugh all you want to. It's not that
easy. It's just me laughing, man.
You mean to tell me that?
I'm done. Hey, man, we got to wrap this show up, man. We got to wrap this show up on that note right there. He just dropped the bombshell, baby Jesus. He said Bradley Beal is a better offensive player than Devin Booker. I never heard nobody say that ever. But JaVale, you never cease to amaze me with your Washington Bullets.
And he has never been on a team. Yo, he's been the only scorer on Houston, on Phoenix since he's been there.
When they talk about top shooting guards, I always hear Devin Booker name. I don't hear Bradley Beal.
You don't never hear Bradley Beal as a top shooting guard ever.
Not in the league. Devin Booker name come up.
He's been all-star.
Oh yeah, he in the East. Kyle Lowry all-star too. Kyle Lowry all-star too.
He didn't outright make it though. It took somebody for him to get.
He was an injury replacement. My fault. He was a reserve. So he's a reserve all-star, right?
He's a replacement.
Oh, so y'all gonna discount Bradley Beal's accomplishments for real? Like for real? I understand. I'm a homer. I love my Wizards. I love my Cavs. But for real, for y'all to say for real that Bradley Beal is not a top 10 or 12 shooting guard.
Oh, damn. Nobody ever said that. Crazy. I don't think nobody ever said that.
That's what you just said.
Damn,
I said
it ain't even 10 or 12 good shooting guards in the league.
I said top. I said top shooting guard, meaning top 5. I always hear Devin Booker name come up.
Okay, but my man just said no, he's not top 10 or 12. That's crazy.
He said ain't even 10 or 12 in the league.
He's not even 10 or 12 good shooting guards in the league. I never said he wasn't. But you can't even name me 10 good ones.
You really don't think Bradley Beal is legit?
Like for real.
I can't compare sidekicks to back. I can't compare Brahmins to Batman.
Wait a minute. After James Harden, Klay Thompson, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, and what's the kid in Portland? After them 5 right there,
McCullough.
Who's the next 5 best shooters?
But you put Bradley Beal in that top 5 or 6.
He was just saying who.
He ain't got no choice but to take it.
No choice.
He ain't got no choice.
Oh, I guess DeMar DeRozan. I guess you can put DeMar DeRozan in there, huh?
When I made that point, you said no, I was wrong.
Hey, JaVale,
I never say he was a top 10. I say he gonna make it by default, if anything, because it's not 10 good shoot guards in the league.
Hey,
who's the next 5? Who's the next 5 best shoot guards?
Bradley Beal's a beast, dog.
Is he better than DeMar DeRozan?
Beal's a beast. DeRozan, he plays the 2, but the only thing about DeRozan is
because he don't shoot DeMar DeRozan, but DeMar DeRozan outright makes the All-Star game.
But
he ain't no alternate.
Okay. Can I rebuttal?
Yes.
Do you see what Toronto is doing right now without DeRozan?
Yeah, they got 2 dudes for 1. They got 2 for 1, fam.
What do you mean? Come on, man.
They got Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard. Are you serious?
No, you can't compare that. So now you're gonna say that the boy from North Carolina is better than fucking.
Oh my God!
No, right.
Lord,
I made a point for you. The boy from Carolina, Danny Green, is nowhere near as good as Bradley Beal. Come on, man.
We never said he was.
So what do you mean?
Never mind. Go ahead,
DeRozan was there. DeRozan was there.
So the trade. Hold on. I'm talking.
No. Let Darian.
The trade that they made was good. Okay, the trade that they made was good for each team, but it was better, in my opinion. The trade was better for the Spurs. They got a better player. The Spurs got a better player than Toronto got.
No, they didn't.
It may not have.
No, they didn't. Kawhi is a part of the trade. What are you talking about?
Man, Kawhi was the 3rd best player in the league.
Yeah, Kawhi is a part of the trade.
It was multiple players. It wasn't just for one.
The Spurs only got DeRozan and a throwaway guy. Nobody cares about the other dude. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's hard. It's hard to say that the Spurs got the better of the deal because Toronto got Kawhi.
Man, the Spurs traded a guy they didn't want. The Spurs didn't want to trade Kawhi Leonard. He was the 3rd best player in the league at that point in time behind LeBron and KD. And you make it seem like you just sent the slouch over to Toronto. They ain't seen no slouch over there.
You like Giannis over Kawhi, JaVale?
I'm sorry.
You like Giannis over Kawhi?
Today, yes. Oh, hey, see, don't. I'm sorry. To anybody listening, do not ask me about any player who I have one of my Cavs or my team with, because I believe that Malcolm Brogdon is a top 10 shooting guard.
Yeah, Malcolm better than Bradley Beal.
Team in the league.
Malcolm better than Bradley Beal.
Man, you know what? Now this is going too far.
I gotta be because DK. I got him. Malcolm Brogdon better than Bradley Beal.
I'm serious, bro. I'm not saying
You put Malcolm Brogdon in the top 10 in the league in shooting guard?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Right now, this defense combined, hell yeah.
Hey, look.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad you're not a GM. I'm glad you're not a general manager.
Hey, but look,
you have your job long.
On that note, man, we gotta wrap the show up, man. Any last words for each one of y'all before we wrap it up for the day? We'll be back tomorrow, 5:30, same time.
I'm speechless right now because Malcolm Brogdon is the top 10 shooting guard in the league.
Yes. JaVale did it again.
I'm speechless.
JaVale, you did it again, man.
I'm gonna end this right here. And
that solidifies my point about the position that I said you can't go with. When you put him in the top 10, they're saying something.
All right, your turn, JaVale. Go ahead. Your wrap up. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Other than Duke and North Carolina, what team in the ACC has had the most NBA players over the past 10 years? And I'm just going to go, and you can think about it. But I can tell you,
I say y'all might be right there with Florida State. See, Florida State didn't put in their share.
They didn't put in a lot. Florida State didn't put in quite a few, bro.
Yeah.
On the low. Yeah.
As well as Miami didn't put a few in.
And it's still, I can tell you, I can promise you, it's not what we do. But again, I love you guys. I love this conversation and all that. But for anybody who don't respect what Tony Bennett does, hey, listen, Coach K and Roy Williams, they're great coaches. I would
Darian,
never,
you better chime in,
never.
Darian. You better
chime
in, Darian.
You know what? Hey, I'm gonna leave this note right here. It's wonderful that Tony Bennett can win the ACC and go to the tournament and lose to what's that school again?
Oh, damn it, Darian. Will you go ahead and talk? Go ahead, man. We got like a minute, man. Go ahead, Darian. I gotta get Darian his due because he's been listening to this foolishness from JaVale.
I just want to know that stuff that JaVale be on, man. You got to pass that over here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely immune to shut the hell up juice. I tell you that. He the only dude shut the hell up juice does not work on. Believe that. I tried. It don't work.
Hey.
All a fake ass fans.
Hey yo, so
Bennett, no, that's fake. That's fake because Duke and North Carolina have the top 2 or 3 classes every year, and Tony Bennett never has that shit. Never. So
y'all should have won. Y'all should have won that game hands down. Then.
So
we got that game easy.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
So JaVale is mad. We're gonna end on that note, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Until tomorrow, man. Y'all be easy. Ball Hawk, we out of here.
Thank you for using BlogTalk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, everybody, man. YouTube, holla at you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. You know what we do.